Well, good evening and happy April Fool's Day, everybody. I'm Gunnar, I'm Dying, call me Dying. Welcome to the finale of Final Fantasy VI Eternal Crystals, and I had to say all that before we step on the beam to beam us up, Scotty! It is time to take on the final boss and finish this game. I love that sound effect, too. It's also reused in Chrono Trigger. It looks like MASH is going to be our spokesman for this area. What's some fireflies doing on there? They're floating coins! Edgar, how'd you do that? Welcome, Light Warriors! Oh, it's been so long since I made an appearance, I've even forgotten what I look like! Oh, I'm even in a blue pyramid! I'm still wearing blue! I never did figure out why they changed my color scheme in this one. Soon I will break free of this wretched human body and drain the life of every living creature! The Dark Crystals have been destroyed, brother. You can't expect to win against us. All but one! The Shadow Crystal! It shall protect me and destroy you! Such magnificent power! You are like insects to me! While you were still learning how to spell your name, I was becoming a master of magic! The Dark World has arrived! When I am freed, you will perish! And he just throws them around like paper dolls. Light Warriors, prepare to unite the power of the elements, brother. Okay, that was a non sequitur. Your lives are meaningless! You are pawns! And I am the god of darkness! I've even got to a purplish, reddish pyramid now! But when the world is in balance again, and the final seal is protecting the crystals, you'll never be able to infiltrate our meaningless lives again! In that case, your dark world will be nothing but fish in a tank. Enough of this talk! You'll never be able to reunite the crystals of balance! Man, my eyes are watering. My pyramid's even got green now! Yes, we will. Begin, Light Warriors! Wait, what? What are you saying here? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry if I'm bumping the mic. By the power of fire, give me eternal strength. Burn the dark world to ashes. I'll join with you my knife. What? Looks like there's an extra space in there. I'm protected by my family spirit. Give me strength. I fight for you, Light Warriors. Excuse me. By the power of earth, give me eternal strength. Shake the foundation that supports the dark world. As brother the Earth Warrior, I too will fight, brother. By the power of water, give me eternal strength. Wash away the evil from the world. The mages of Mycenae will fight to the end. By the power of wind, give me eternal strength. Blow this dark cloud to the heavens, and by God, let me sober up sometime. God damn it! I'm just like the Warrior of Lights. Oh! And nothing from Zemus or Biggs. So be it! And what the hell is up with that dialogue? You all sounded worse than the English Sailor Moon dub in terms of that dialogue! Who rewrote this? And what happened to my self-help book line? Prepare yourselves! You just called me Kafka the White! Oh, I went back to red. My transformation is beginning! Destroy! Dark Cloud, you don't know what you're doing! Stop, brother! There's the light of judgment that he was talking about. Way back at the beginning of the World of Ruin. And everyone got out of formation again. I command the greatest power in the universe! You are helpless before me! And no, I'm not compensating for something with a huge, erect spire! Don't even think about it, you naughty people! I will destroy everything! I will create a monument to non-existence! But then the historians won't seem to remember anything because there won't be any. Oh well. No, you're doing it too, and you're a woman! Life will go on. The crystals will return. Prepare of the power of the Shadow Crystal! Free me! We will not allow you to harm another living thing. There will be nothing left to harm! So he nuked something, I guess. We never figured out what he was aiming for, or if it even hit. I'm back to blue now! I've got all of the colors! It's over. The light shall return to Gaia. Now, at this point, you need to select the order your team members are going to fight in. This battle has 4 phases, and if a character is KO'd at the end of a round, they'll swap out. And the order of this is actually pretty important. I want Locke and Shadow first, and Kyan and Tina, and then I'm going to have some backup people. Actually, let me back that up further. I want Biggs, then Edgar. And people who are basically capable of doing the most damage. And if I lose Kyan or Tina, this is basically over. But I'll see how far I can get. Let's do this! Touchdown! First form is called Zand. I have everyone on float. First of all, cast re-raise on your whole team. You're going to need it multiple times. Each phase has multiple parts to hit. And for this one, I actually highly recommend taking down one at a time. So we're going to be doing a lot of Ninja Star throwing with these two. And you can have your spellcasters cast Ultima. Probably don't want to do it more than once or so. Once or twice, but start with Hastaga. And I can hit him with an Ultima. This first phase is most important on that one. And you'll see why at the end, because pretty much every one has a desperation attack when it dies. But keep someone almost for full-time healing. So as long as you don't rush and don't kill this part too quickly, I should be able to keep everyone alive. Locke and Shadow are going to be my primary damage dealers for single targets. Okay, one's down. Dark Chris. Oh. And if you need to cast Osmos, go ahead and do so. Reverse Polarity, that just puts people... Let's switch the back and front rows. I can fix that in a bit. Doesn't matter for the spellcasters. Go ahead and put you in back Shadow. Oh, Locke lost his float. Oh well. I didn't realize that would happen when... yeah. Putting Tina in the back row made that change, doing less damage, but that's okay. Nice little counterattack from Locke. Red Gaze. You missed me. I love it when the AI forgets it has reflect on it. And miss. Better cast float on Locke again here just to be safe. And Shadow, have you attacked yet? No, you haven't. No wonder you were just standing there. Oh. Re-raise! Re-raise! And a Kiraga. That diffuser hurt. Just gonna wait, because Shadow's probably gonna attack first. Not down yet. Yeah, a couple of these guys have really nasty final desperation attacks. I want to make sure I don't kill them all, because one will do one, they'll do re-raise, and the other one will die, and it'll kill them off again. So, just playing it safe for the moment. Knock another one down. 2 down. Excellent. Another miss. Oh, Locke. That's okay. Just take your time. I really don't have to worry about anything until the final phase. Oh, meltdown. Actually, yeah, he's gone. But Shadow's back. And there goes the first form, first phase. I don't know if Locke's going to be lost or not. That's what's worrying me right at the moment. But you may notice the music itself is going to shift a little bit here once it reaches the transition point. Okay, Biggs has replaced Locke, but that's okay at the moment. Shiraga and Esuna. Oh, he needs to be re-raised too. And haste on him too. I'll take out one form at a time, wait for him to be healed. I actually gave Biggs the ultimate weapon, so he'll be able to do max damage so long as he's at full health. Now this group I can ultima to death. So let's go ahead and do that. Some of them will do desperation attacks, but aren't as bad. The worst thing you have to worry about is Dispel. Firaga. You can heal Biggs. Oh, another diffuser. Sorry, Locke. Keeping Kyan on a backup for healing. Yeah, the only one who really has to worry about physical attacks at the moment is Shadow. Just enjoy the music. This is one of the most symbolic final boss fights in video game history. It is basically a parallel of Dante's Inferno. I couldn't explain it all to you myself, but this is just dang cool. Yeah, cast mute on people who can't use magic. And keep it up. Another Ultima. I'm good on MP. Yeah, keep your MP above 500, because if you have to cast re-raise and heal up right away, okay, Dispel. That'll cancel out her re-raise and her haste and float actually, but I'm not worried about that. I'm only worried about the first phase casting Quake. Another one down. Graviga, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Missed everybody. Another Dispel. Shadow. Oh, okay, so re-raise on Tina and Shadow. I need to cast another Hastaga. This is probably the easiest of the four phases. It only has 2 targets. Take out the one on the left first. That's the best way to put it. I always thought that one guy, kind of on the throne right there, looked like Edgar. Okay, Tornado. Super annoying spell. Oh, re-raise up here. Now I got Biggs. Now let's take this one guy out. There's a spirit thingamadoo here. And we'll be that much closer to the end. Yeah, this form really doesn't have a lot of HP. Oh, I didn't need to recast haste anyway. Actually, I do. I don't need to worry about it too much at the moment. Yeah, that one's already gone, leaving this one a sitting duck. It will finish up with an instant death. Kinda should be fine for regular attack. Yeah, it'll do more than one Ultima. Not quite done it. Firestorm. This could be bad. Depending on how bad it hurts. Nope, could be worse. Calmness. That's what I'm worried about. It's instant death. It never seems to miss. But we have re-raise. Oh, thank God. That was just cheap, game. You only did it once last time. But here we go. We enter into the final battle with the final movement of the song. This whole thing is called Dancing Mad, by the way, but this movement is the most famous and makes its appearance in Theater Rhythm. And you may notice it sounds a lot like the introduction theme of the game. You have the Dark Cloud. This Descending from above. And I'll bet you never thought I looked like this! Ain't I a woman? I even have some really nice boobs, don't you think? Life! Dreams! Hope! Where'd they come from? And where are they headed? These things? I'm going to destroy! Okay, do a quick re-raise on Biggs, Heistaga. And remember what I said about the Mega Elixir? Use it right now. Because that Fallen Angel reduces everyone's HP to 1. And then go to town on this guy. Do not give him an inch. Basically, this kind of boils down to luck. Keep everyone above at least 3,000 HP. Have someone permanently on healing duty. It's going to be Kyan. I think he does. I think he heals more. Grand Delta. That's exactly what I'm worried about right now. That just kills everybody. No avoiding it. Fortunately, that's why I have my spellcasters at the bottom, so they can cast re-raise again right away, so they get their turns first while the animation's going. And thankfully, the Mega Elixir got out too. And yeah, that's it. I'm dead. I'm dead. This is what I was talking about. It being luck based. This kills the game for me right here. But we'll make another attempt, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, just gotta undo these little status effect elements, and we should be good to go. Had a little trouble on the third phase on this one. I'll actually get that Mega Elixir off without too much trouble. Let's see if Meteor does just as much here, because I basically have to kind of trick the script into not using Grand Delta twice. But again, Locke, why did you normally attack? Oh, crap. No, shoot. Oh, jeez. I'm dead already. Got the Mega Elixir. Try that again here. I can't believe I did that. Or did I? Oh, re-raise. Oh, crap, Kyan, you're... get that Mega Elixir off. Get your MP back, man. Okay, fortunately, I got around the double Grand Delta. Miss Tina, you're going to have to do the other re-raise. But as long as everyone has about 2,000 HP, this should be fine. Wave Storm. And Kyan, you'll absorb this. Oh, sorry, Locke. Time for a re-raise on Locke once he's back up. And I can hit him with an Ultima. This isn't yet another endurance contest, I'm afraid. This guy has like 200,000 HP, or this lady thing. But whatever the Dark Cloud is, it's always supposed to be considered genderless. Oh yeah, Darkness on the Paladin. Not gonna work today. Now, basically, the primary reason you want to do defense ignoring attacks is, even though Shadow will attack 8 times, it still does less than max. Hyperdrive! Insert Star Wars reference here! And that actually killed Tina. Another one! You piece of scum! Raise on everybody here. The end comes beyond chaos! Get the re-raise back on, heal up. These guys just need to keep going. I'm just I'm just trying to remain calm here. Shadow Crystal is crumbling and emits darkness. That means it's going to hit some... it's kind of a dangerous ability right there, but it's not as bad as it looks. I stand by what I said. Yeah, that's why you want to keep everyone's HP above 2,000 or so. Come on, Kyan, get that Kirag off. Thank you. Get another re-raise on Tina. I'm just gonna call it it. It with an Ultima. And just keep at it. Kyan, stay... Actually, yeah. Stay on healing duty because you're needed right now. That's basically what I was talking about in terms of... Have your permanent healer on duty because he'll use Heartless Angel multiple times. So long as you're ahead of the enemy timer, all your team attacks will fire off. And yep, Tina, do an Ultima, and then get your MP back. Lock. Just keep throwing those ninja stars. We got more than enough to defeat this thing. Oh, here we go again. Yeah, it's going to do that and comes beyond chaos multiple times. Kyan, you stay as you are. I really honestly don't know if there's a way to get around Grand Delta. It ignores defense on purpose. Oh, here we go again. Now we can heal from that. And counter with an Ultima. Altina is on potential healing duty. Okay, Shadow's already going. Now, I used to like this song until I had to play it like 75 times on Theater Rhythm to master it. I mean, to get the total criticals, you have to get at every segment of a song perfect. So, in terms of critical, as it's called on the game, it took me 75 tries to get the final segment of this song on the ultimate difficulty. So I still like the song, I just hate the level. Especially that one segment. Kyan, you're about due for an MP boost too. Really not much else to say, just a long endurance contest final battle, but the ending is so worth it. Gonna do a special trick with Kyan here. Osmosis, then Quick. He'll be able to go 2 more times. And I'm just gonna spam Ultima with him for 1 turn, and then do another Ultima. And get his MP back again. Wait for Tina in case she needs to take a turn. Thankfully, I've been getting lucky on this one. It has not done any of a lot of the insta-kill death moves, but I could still be in big trouble. Because you know me, I tend to tempt fate a bit. But that Quick basically he gives the person a few turns right in a row without having to worry about speed. It's extremely broken in Final Fantasy V. Oh, interesting sound glitch there. Kefka, did you get toaded? And 1 more. Oh, not Quick, Osmos. Or, it doesn't matter the order. So long as I stop him from attacking. Or it from attacking. Of course I have a frog in my throat! You do my voice so often, you're killed your vocal cords! Oh, and if you haven't seen my April Fool's video, that was 7 minutes of Kefka. Yeah, it not only killed my vocal cords, but I got a huge migraine as a result. Let's go ahead and do that quick trick with Tina. Did I do the right thing? Osmos, then quick. There we go. Get everyone healed up there, Kyan. Just need to survive that Nova of Darkness. But I'm in concentration mode. How dare I? Let's go for it. Let's take this thing out as quickly as possible. Hasn't done anything in a little bit, not since that last Heartless Angel. But we still have time to attack. I even have a heart on my forehead! Did you even notice that? I'm the kindly world destroyer! Wait, no! That slice is not good! No! It can't be happening! No! What are you doing? I'm shaking! I'm trembling! No! You can't possibly have gotten victory! I'm dissipating! I'm getting the spaghetti effect! You're not throwing me into a black hole! No! My wonderful boobs! They're melting! Even my forehead hurt! Those crazy tentacle things all around my body! I can't believe I appeared as a hentai dojo character in this! No! I have to refuse to accept defeat! I'll yell until my voice gives out! And it's over. We've won the game! Oh, and that only took a couple of attempts. Thankfully the AI script did not cheese us. Who's talking? I'll just go like, it's breaking up! And there's our running primers. There's no time to lose! Airship's just ahead! I can't even walk straight. Nor can Tina. Come on, everybody. We have to work together. Tina, what's wrong? The crystal shards are disappearing. The crystal shards. The crystals are uniting. The Espers. They no longer exist. What about Tina? Come with me! I can lead you out with the last ounce of strength. My last ounce of strength. And as we enter into the ending, we get a nice little curtain call. This whole track is about 20 minutes long, so... just enjoy the music. I'm not going to say too much at this moment. Kyan Garamon. Kyan, think you can handle that switch? Machines. I hate machines. What are those disgusting creatures? They're the Drunkalacas. Tell them I hate them. That was actually a long time running gag in one of my old jobs. One was the Batman and always wins, and the other was tell them I hate them from Futurama. You just have to show technology who's boss. Setsurez? If you rename the character, it shows their name right there, and then their real name right there. Setsu Gabbiani. Always with the Ace of Diamonds. He's no Gambit, you know. Wait! I need a puke. Let's go that way. I can smell the beer there. Sometimes in life you just have to feel your way through a situation. Daryl, I'm starting to sound just like you. At least I'm still alive. Of course, since Edgar, Celeste, and Sets are the only required party members to do this, they appear in all these sequences. This is actually a ROM hack, PM. It uses the GBA text though. Now, if you don't have MASH here, it slightly changes the scene. I shouldn't talk so much. I'm drowning with the music. Single person. I didn't turn my back on the king. I didn't turn my back on the king of Big Brother. I knew you'd be a better king. I trade hard knowing I might have to help you one day. Now I know why I have these stupid muscles, brother. If you don't have MASH, the three of them just work together to move it out of the way. Edgar ducks away in time. Mog as Mog! Help! Save me, Kabul! Fortunately, Edgar's there to give you the hand. If Kyle were there, you'd be dead. Oh, the hair! What's the hair, Kabul? I'm not even going to try to do the Mickey Mouse voice for him anymore. Big says... Biggs. That scene makes more sense than the original. Because the character did not get replaced. It won't open. Leave it to me. Sometimes you just have to use brute force. Leave it to me. I think he got brain damage from that one. Zemus says... Zemus! I remember these switches from when I was Emperor and Vector. Celeste, trust me now, for once, and follow my lead. You're losing your old sight, old man. Your old sight, man. So they changed the default name, but still kept it in the credits. I don't know why they did that. Tarza, find shortcut. We're trying to climb back to the top of the tower, Tarza. You're just taking us back to the beginning. Tarza, find shortcuts! No, hope it's a fun ride, Celeste. Another shared sequence. If you don't have lock, it slightly changes. And this is also the only sequence outside of hers where Tina appears. Even though she does show up, even if you don't recruit her. Come on, this floor's about to break apart! Diving catch. Lock, you've been redeemed. Lock! I will not let go. I promise. If you don't have lock, sets or saves her instead. You almost ate it trying to pick up that silly trinket. And if you don't go the canon route at the start of the World of Ruin, she doesn't pick up that bandana, but still has it in the ending. The Lock is never going to let what happened to Rachel happen to anyone ever again. He finally came through with that promise right there. Father? Tina, we must part now. We Espers will now unite the crystal shards, sealing their power forever. But if the summoner part of you is very strongly attached to something or someone, you will probably be able to remain in this world. As a human. There's actually another shared sequence. Because if you just get Realm, it will not have Strago up here. Master, stop goofing around! I cannot sound like a 10-year-old girl. Sorry, dear. If I hear even a peep at you, I'm going to draw your portrait! No, anything but that! But you know, just once I'd really like to do a portrait of you. On canvas, of course. Realm, how can you be thinking about pictures at a time like this? If you don't have Strago, the 3 required ones just jump over her and pass her. She threatens to paint their portrait so they come back and get her. Shadow as Shadow. If you have not seen Shadow's backstory scenes, this will not make a whole lot of sense. But that was covered in part 19. Interceptor, get going. Stay well. Ram, I'm going to stop running. I'm going to begin all over again. That book may look a little familiar, too. No! No! A wizard like me doesn't know the meaning of defeat! Gotcha! Darn, we almost left him behind, too! Setzer, quick! Nah, I'm not that cruel. And you... Come with me! Guys, you're in a 3-dimensional space. You can just fly up the last piece of crystal. Tina, it's okay. Your power is fading, joining with the crystals. That's some nice Mode 7 effects here. Tina, your strength is going! Going, gone! Get back on the wheel! Hands on the wheel, doofus! Didn't you ever play Skies of Arcadia? Do it right, Katarina. Gotta hang in there. For a while longer. Just a little longer. Where's Tina? Tina! Oh, she does have a nice butt. Thank you, Censor. Didn't I say it before? This is the world's fastest ship. I need a drink. And with that diving catch inside of a Zeppelin, we reach the end credits. Some very nice visual effects for the time. Director Metroid S, the maker of this ROM hack. And even though the ROM hack does get really, really unfair near the end, I still think it's really good and worth playing if you have the patience to do the extra grinding that's not in the original game. But, as I said many, many times, Final Fantasy VI is my all-time favorite game. It was one of those that really helped shape my views and even some things in life. When I was in middle school, going into junior high school, I mean, this game was everything to me. I wrote fanfics. I rewrote the script. I planned my own versions of the game. I wrote essays about the characters. I wrote essays about the characterizations. I wrote essays about the world, about how everything was set up and how trade could have worked. I mean, I was obsessed with this. And even though it wasn't until Breath of Fire 2 when I started to see characters as more than fiction, I can definitely say this game has probably had the most impound effect in my entire life on me. And so I could never dislike anything about this game. Call it the nostalgia filter, but it really is the best Final Fantasy in the series. And really grouped among the best, because in reality, 4 through 9 is the golden age of Final Fantasy. And I'd probably include 10 in there, if not for a few things. Where 7 and 8 fall short is they don't have as much character development as this one did. Or 9 doesn't have as much either, but I think it was handled better. But this one, there is no main character. And even though you can say Tina is the main character for the World of Balance, Celeste is the main character for the World of Ruin, the designers went on to say there is no one main character. They just had to work with who they had for each situation. But now that you look at that, those birds are flying pretty fast to keep up with the world's fastest airship. And as I did mention before, while this is my favorite Final Fantasy, it's not my favorite soundtrack of the series. However, there are just so many songs on this. If I'm feeling down, I can go and listen to it anytime, especially the overworld theme of the World of Balance. That's if there was anything that called for adventure, I think that really defined it. You may notice something. And we're flying over a landscape that looks nothing like what it did in the game. It's just all in good fun. If I find anything to riff on, I'm not going to make fun of the names of the credits. But as for what's planned next, I announced Soul Blazer at the end of Mischief Makers. I'm going to focus entirely on that. Start it in about 2 or 3 weeks. I want to do another Let's Listen. Either another 3-hour one with 25 songs on AudioSurf 2, or do the top 10 Hatsune Miku Project Diva F2nd levels. I've got that narrowed down to about 15. And so that'll be kind of a special video for in-between projects. I'll be focusing entirely on Soul Blazer, probably doing an entire world per video, maybe splitting them into 2 depending on how long they run. And after Soul Blazer, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do. However, I'm going to leave that up to my viewers. There are 3 Wii games I really felt flew under the radar. And so, in the video description, the YouTube version, not the Twitch version, since you guys are watching this live. There's going to be a link to a straw poll for what you think I should do a Let's Play of the 3 Wii games I've listed there. They are Fragile Dreams, Farewell Ruins of the Moon, Lost in Shadow, and Arc-Rise Fantasia. The first two will not be too major projects. The third one will be even longer than this. So it really depends on how long you're willing to put up with with my cheesy voice acting. But then again, the voice acting in Arc-Rise Fantasia is even worse than what I do. I love the details on the airship in this shot too. It's just so beautifully refined, all done in pixel art. I mean that is better than what you see in some games today. And go watch Kip Icon's Chrono Trigger Let's Play if you want to see a huge gushing of pixel art over pixel art. But going back to this, I will be doing long play streams of 3 other hacks of this: the General Leo Edition, Brave New World, and Return to the Dark Sorcerer. I don't know when I'm going to be starting any of them, but I will be doing them intermittently. And as we reach into the classic Final Fantasy theme, find that Katarine has had her baby, and somehow a group of kids was able to deliver it, with the only other adults retreated into the back room. But now that the team has kind of had its victory lap around the world, they're able to fly over the towns and see what's going on. Either that or they just had a solar eclipse. But apparently Tina can see him. She has good reason to be happy, of course. Flying over Mystidia, which is green again, actually. Was it green when we fought Astos? And hey, there's one of the crystals. But that house is finally being repaired, too. That burned down over a year ago in game time. Kyan, why are you hiding yourself in your cloak there, in your cape? I never got with it exactly what they were trying to do here. Not just some various actions. China Coaling again. The plant that mother and daughter have been trying to grow for a long time finally sprouted. If you stand on that spot, they'll tell you to get off it. I actually didn't do that. That's Figaro Castle, where the adventure effectively began. I know it started in Narsh, but we really didn't have a direction to go until Figaro Castle. But one of the most beautiful moments of this game, right here, as Tina celebrates the newfound feeling of freedom. The symbolic action of letting her hair down and just letting it flow in the wind. The song reaches its climax. Another crystal. Yeah, they snuck him in throughout this montage here. Play, spot that crystal! We've seen 2 of them. We need 2 more. There's the 3rd. Inside the Phantom Forms, no less. It's over Healing Spring, that makes sense. And I think we have not seen the Crystal of Earth. Unless I missed it somewhere. Oh, nowhere to be found. Oh well. And we close out on an Ace Combat style shot. And that is the end. I want to thank you guys again for watching. This has probably been my longest project, my most ambitious to date. If you watch any part of this, go watch part 6. I'm Gunarm Dine. Call me Dine. If life is giving you a hard day, never be afraid to eat your pudding with a fork. I will see you guys for the next project.
This day is yours, curse you should you let Maria go.
Now watch me take a shit!